Good evening, everyone here on Speedgaming, and welcome back to the Super Metroid Randomizer tournament as part of Speedgaming Live 2023. We've got a tightly contested match, seats 16 and 17 coming at you. We have tonytyoung versus tgderp. My name is DJ Webb, and on the mic with me today is MM2 Nest Cartridge. How's it going?
I'm doing well. This is going to be a really tight match. Like, everybody who's made it into the top 32 has been excellent runners, excellent competition all around. And it's a shame this the first round is a best of one because I would love to see this as a best of three. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, it's been an interesting start to the tournament. We were talking about a little bit. Only two seeding upsets so far in best of one. So far the qualifiers have held pretty strong. I think we all agreed that one of those was, I mean, like, I think it was a 14 versus a 19 seed. Like, that's not an upset, kind of regardless of who wins. They're so tightly, contested. And this one the same way. Like, whichever one of these wins, it's like, they just won. Kind of the
Yeah,
seeding doesn't matter, which is already kind of true past a certain point. So we're just treated to some high octane Super Metroid Rando action for sure.
yeah. You were talking about one of the upsets, Smellin versus Breast. Yeah, that was Smellin the 14 seed versus Breast the 19 seed. Breast did take the win in that matchup, but I really do think though those two runners are super evenly matched, and also Breast is my teammate, so I'm happy he won. But but yeah, we've got an Ice Beam at Morph Ball pedestal to start us off, so does mean Morph Ball's
Yeah.
gonna be in the ceiling.
There were some the eagle-eyed among you who have been waiting around for a little bit noticed there was a bit of a hiccup. Computer crash caused us to restart and roll a new seed. Last time they got Speed Booster first, this time Ice Beam first. So the game really wanted us to have a Batoon hallway item very early today.
Yeah, and we actually get the better Botsun hallway item this time. Tony with the classic second try ceiling deboost. Nevity's always said it happens to Zeb every time in like actual tournament races, but like in practice, like yeah, you just do it first try every time, and then in tournament you just do it second try, and like it's like annoying because it can be a little bit of a time loss, but it also messes up your health. So since they've got power bombs, Tony's going to be in Oko range from those side hoppers on the way in. Obviously, we hope that's not a thing that happens, but who knows?
Yeah, I think second try is, yeah, other than the health, it's usually fine. Once you get to like third try, that's when things can really get funky. The hopper starts hopping in weird places, and then like you're either doing like the backup gamer booster, you're resetting the room. Both of those are awful. So,
Yep. Yeah,
and
and
yeah,
the moon.
Tony
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
doesn't want to die.
Yeah. Yeah, Derp makes it to the portal. Fine and dandy. Tony taking a room reset to get some more health so he doesn't get in one shot here. It's a wise race safety strategy. But yeah, with regard to the ceiling deboost, if you wait a cycle, then you can do it on the fourth and fifth go arounds, and you'll get two more tries that way. And then after that, you really just want to take a room reset to get some more health.
Yeah. Tony does make it under, so nice job. The safety wasn't needed. That's always how it works. When you're safe and careful, you end up doing it as well as you ever needed to, and when you're not, you get punished. So great job. We see a West Meridia transition there, pre-aqueduct door. So I am not aware of any techniques that allow you to do that at this current moment in time. So they're headed back up to the top of
With
criteria.
ice and supers, you can super drop off a crab off the ceiling and get through there. And there is actually a save room up there, so I think if we had like SEMO racing this, they might consider doing that. But it's for the silliest of gamers. But it is doable. It is a thing that is possible, not in logic though.
So tell your parents when they tell you to get off your computer, Mom, if I watch speed gaming at 9 p.m. at night on a Sunday, I might learn something today. And that's always good. Knowledge is power.
Yeah. Okay. Aussie says that only ice is enough. I believe Aussie, the map rando expert.
Okay, but yeah, there was a question in chat about our settings. Yeah, single mode tournament here, which is a little bit different than the more recent things you've probably seen on this channel or these network of channels as far as Super Metroid Rando. Just major minor item split, full area randomization, and boss rando. So boss rando means there will not be the four major bosses will not all be in their vanilla location. You have to have at least two shuffled. Major minor area split is there's two item pools. One of them has your major item upgrades and tanks. The other pool has minors. Those are mostly vanilla with one exception. Wreck ship right super is a major. High jump E tank is a minor. And full area transition, as you saw in the bottom of old Brinstar, there's some doors they flash gray. They do not take you where you would normally expect most often.
Yeah. I wonder if Varia has a hard code to not let you get fully vanilla transitions, even though that's like so astronomically unlikely
Oh
to ever
goodness, I'm
happen.
sure someone has calculated the odds for fun
Yep.
of like them being completely vanilla. It's sounds like one of those things. I don't know. It's probably like two orders of magnitude less than winning the lottery, which is like some
Oh,
insane
it's
number in
there's
the
absolutely no
quadrillions.
way. Like it's better. Like I think it's way worse than winning the lottery, but
Oh,
that's just my
well,
opinion. But yeah. Yeah, so Tony a little bit behind here, did make up some time and is gonna make up some more time here early. Is gonna skip the gauntlet play. Derp is doing gauntlet. I personally I like doing gauntlet here with 10 power bombs early. There's just an absolute like pretty much everything you find here helps you. E-Tank helps you, reserve pretty much helps you, especially because it's your first reserve. Every single major item helps you. It is just so early in the game. And with area, you just don't know what's coming. So having whatever this is, like this is an E-Tank, when you find hell runs, this will help you. So it's just super duper nice.
yeah, my third eye is wide open. You know, if we were watching last night, another member of Derp's Randall League team, the Southern Route, also did this play very early. We're peering behind the wall, so to speak.
Okay. So yeah,
Back of wreck ship.
yep. Back erect ship and then bottom right red tower for the left two transitions and criteria. And also not to mention that these two minors exist. They're both missiles, but that's nice.
I like to call this one bottom right if I'm feeling extra cheeky, because this is upper bottom right that we're about to check.
Yeah. I sometimes refer to this as like top right, even though it is very much like on the bottom right side of red tower.
Oh
Just
goodness,
because
we're
the
finding
actual go
all the
ahead.
back of these boss layers.
Yeah, I guess this was fully vanilla gauntlet. Thanks, Kip. But yeah, we've also got the back of Lower Warfare. Tony, if he really wanted to, could elect to do the Spazer check first. If you wanted to commit to following Pipe, if this was something good, like Green Run or something. This is Croc then, so 5-5 Croc sucks, especially with two missiles going in. So yeah, I think bailing on this is fine. With Derp has
Yeah, that's
25 though, so I think he's gonna do it.
yeah, that's one of those things you were mentioning. If you had checked Spazer before that, you feel like, you know, some of it actually no, well, the fact that it's Croc means like the only thing that's at Spazer that was gonna help you is Charge Beam, especially because you have Plasma. But like otherwise, you can do that or not do it and kind of feel the same way about it regardless, just because it's a dead end. You're not having to like, oh, if I don't do this now, I can't follow it for a while. But
Yeah,
you know, like you said, just the ammo is yeah.
well, the thing is, it's not just the charge that helps you with Spazer, because it's also a suit would help you with Croc E-Tank, and so would an E-Tank. Because you want the health to get out of Croc E-Tank without having to save beforehand or something. Also grapple or space or
Derp
any
shot the
movement item.
door and accidentally went through it. Say
Nice.
goodbye to those 5 seconds.
Yep.
You'll never get them back.
Yep. I'm sure Derp's very sad now. In massive shambles.
But yeah, here we are. We have X-ray scope and plasma beam already here early.
Yeah.
Those
I
two
w-
can be quite useful in tandem if you also get the charge beam.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like Derp is gonna be checking like behind boss majors more like in go mode minus ammo more than he would otherwise. Um, but but yeah, like in general in like rando nowadays, you don't really tend to play for charge and like skip on the way minors.
But
So
yeah, we
that's
have found our way into Green Bryn Star. The middle red tower door took us to the other side of Green Bryn, where versus what it would normally do. But yeah, as you speculated, Derp with the much healthier ammo count is deciding
Yep.
to do Crocomire. This is definitely
Yeah.
potentially a big split point here in the race early on.
Yeah. Like Nebby said, this does suck with two E-tanks, but it's I don't know. It sucks, but you really just don't want to leave it here for forever.
I wouldn't have done it now.
Nah.
I mean, clearly
Yeah.
with the health he took, he can get. Well, no, because you don't have as much of a run up. It's not like free to get back, but
Yeah.
it's definitely doable.
It's not free, but it is doable.
Yeah, I like that.
Uh,
Wall jump, morph, delay your descent. He is going to need to hit it now.
nice. Good job. Good job, Derp.
Boom. Spring ball acquired. Having both high jump, but having ice and spring ball, those are the two non-high jump Sulis Meridia items that you enjoy having. So this is yeah, looking pretty good for Derp so far. This is gonna be 3 early checks for majors that he's gonna have that Tony isn't gonna have probably for some time in all 3 cases. Both
Yeah.
Gauntlet and Croc are getting further and further away from Tony.
And also
But
X-Ray. I wouldn't be surprised if Derp does X-Ray deboost on his way back, on his way up Red Tower after this. Also, nice first try gate glitch from Derp. Glad to see he believes in his 2-try gate glitch.
well, little do you know, MM2, it's not going to be X-Ray deboost. He's just going to get grapple vanilla.
Yeah, that would be fun. I am a known grapple enjoyer, I will admit.
Oh,
High
I
jump.
was wrong.
Wow. Different Sulis Meridia item, but yeah, high jump's really big. Yeah. With Ice and Spring already found, Derp is going to have a really good time of Sulis Meridia if that happens to be the way he goes. But as it stands right now, not completely game-breaking, but Derp's in a really good spot.
Yeah, it definitely has the potential to be quite useful. There's obviously some scenarios where high jump
Wait,
is
hold on.
essentially required, if
No,
not like completely required.
No, gravity can't be in Meridia because Croc was at the tube. Croc was at the tube, and that tube is locked behind high jump or gravity, logically. Since high jump is there, gravity will not be in Meridia. Or behind Sulis Meridia. So, there's your daily logic lesson. But
Yeah, so actually that information could be very powerful, frankly.
Yep. Yeah, that
even
could
more
be
than the
powerful.
items.
Yeah. Ooh, there's charge. So, yeah, Derp is gonna get that. Not to worry. Derp is gonna go somewhere. Derp's crossing criteria? Question mark?
I guess. Well, judging by the map, he just didn't do this first, which is interesting.
Oh yeah,
He wanted Spazer first, and then came back for these later, which is fine because like if you're in a position where like the way that Tony did these, you're kind of telling yourself that you want to not follow them. And if you do it the way Derp did, you're giving yourself the ability to follow them a little bit more guilt-free because you're not, leaving behind a major that is.
And there's the gravity suit.
Very close to you. And yeah, there's our back-end logic knowledge for Restream, which is almost barely mattering. But
yeah. So I think it's unlikely that Tony ever gets the high jump spring there. I don't really think he's gonna. Well, actually, no. With charge plasma, he might come back and do Croc E-Tank. So he might get the spring. I don't think he'll get the high jump. There's back of East Meridia. That's an interesting portal to find at this point, because you can kill every boss except Ridley, and you can get through boss fight. So, and like you have a comfy boss fight because you got ice and charge. You got microwave actually. So yeah, you can comfortably kill every boss that isn't Ridley fast. So after this, I'd be interested to see if Tony takes that gamble.
I was gonna say something might be controversial. Get out your pitchforks and flames here. Oh goodness, that was not good.
Yeah.
Luckily, he has 2 backups. He has the ice beam. He also has high jump and spring. But with the item set that you have as Tony, like you've already got gravity. Your ammo doesn't look super duper great right now, and you've also got charge plasma. This may be a seed where you kind of do want both suits, and other situations you're kind of like, I'm fine without one. But
yeah,
skipping Varia in this is going to require probably a pretty significant ammo hunt in a place where you already have charged plasma, which could be a little bit less appetizing. So on that front, Croc could get more appetizing there, but it remains to be seen,
Yeah.
especially with wherever the seed takes them. Because what else at the bottom of Red Tower, like the back of like the
It had
back of
back of
LA?
Lone Warfare, and then the Croc and the transition back to West Criteria. But yeah,
Yeah,
nice X-ray deboost backup for Derp, with the high jump spring. Gets the E-tank there for his reward. And like you said, I think you do want to be finding Varia, just because you found all this stuff, but you don't have any E-tanks really. So like Hellruns aren't going to be on your mind for a while. Tony gonna be farming here. Probably just wants some more health before going through these rooms, because like these rooms can drain your health, because already enemies hurt.
yeah, and it's not well. Actually, I know some people kind of whether or not you've run low percent ice, like no movement items is kind of comfy because it's just like there's nothing like super like strong or difficult that you can do with it. It's just kind of like the normal, movement that you can always do. So it's not something where like, you're running around speed, no high jump, or you've got some odd combination of items that you're not used to. So definitely not terrible for moving around here. Just you'd
Yeah,
probably rather have Derp's movement items.
yeah. Like Tony's not going to be like super unhappy with his movement. Um, though in this room coming up, he might be, because this room is one you like to have space jump or something for. But yeah, the plasma shot will insta kill all these Evers. But no, it'll two shot him. The charge shot does insta kill though.
Well, if you remove ice, of course.
Yeah.
Or does that matter? I don't. So I know some
No,
of these it actually doesn't matter, but I'm not sure if these are those.
no. It's just like the Evers don't like to be frozen with plasma,
Okay.
as I recall. Could be wrong. Please correct me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So we're at an
Tony. Yeah,
interesting spot. Because of the extra investment Derp has put into these earlier checks, he's pathing wise quite a bit behind Tony. We'll see if either of those items prove to be huge as far as like saving time later on, or if he can just catch up on other things. But for now, yeah, if Tony can find the rest of the good items, he could be
yeah,
in a good position.
yeah. This, and like I didn't mention it earlier, but this East Meridia play is like mildly risky. If if Dragon is not Ridley, he's fine. There's nothing to worry about. But if it is Ridley, then I'll have to make another trip back with probably Varia for the Ridley kill. And ooh, there's Business Center. I would do this now. Oh, but yeah. I think you do Business Center there, because you
I
probably just
definitely
want
want to
to.
run
Yeah.
across
Okay.
to
Yeah.
Kraid's mouth at
Okay.
the very least.
Yep. Yeah. I think you just do the two checks there, and then okay. So what Tony's going to do is he's committing to doing these checks, and then he's gonna words. Then he's going to do the other check, the other area at top of the business center. And this is fine unless he finds Varia or Speed here. Neither of which are particularly bad. And even if he does find like Varia here, he's still want to go back to East Meridia for the boss kill. Then he can come back. So it's not bad. Go ahead.
It's a good E-Tank. Probably you'd have preferred to have that post Ice Beam, but he kind of didn't have enough to get there, so it
Yeah.
makes sense to do it this way. But he's going to be
Yeah.
back more than likely, he's going to be back in East Meridia, kind of in the same spot he was when he got there. You were saying just a little bit low health compared to,
Yeah.
the danger level of the enemies there. So hopefully he can find some good farming. Like, Batoon could be nice. There's another major at Batoon E-Tank that could refill his health. He could also check left sandpit if he felt so inclined.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a left sandpit check right now, to be honest, just to guard against the Varia there. Because you're likely not going to go out the back here. Because back, like, takes you to back of Upper Warfare. But, like, getting to the back without Dragon dead, like, assuming that Meridia isn't Dragon, going out the back is just so slow. So I think you want to do left sandpit first, and then go kill the boss, assuming this isn't Varia. There's, like, a billion scenarios here. And yeah, also, like Nevy points out, you can have like you can just get another like yeah, like here we've got a reserve. So if we find another super Ridley kill is possible. It's fairly hard and RNG dependent unless you do the harder manip, but it's possible. You want another tank though, at least, and another super pack.
Tony showing off the rare iceless escape when you actually have ice beam, because why not swag on everybody on restream?
Yeah, nice job, Tony. Yeah, now we'll see the other side of Business Center. So
Yeah, Tony showed us this. It is Halron's, which it looks like Derp is doing interestingly.
I think this is fine for Derp. Derp's other option is East
Exactly what
Meridia,
Tony's
where he
doing.
could
Yeah.
get owned by a Ridley. So this and like Derp also has that extra tank from Gauntlet, so he's got 4 right now. So this isn't super bad. Here's Kraid. Okay,
Vanilla.
yeah, Vanilla Kraid. Nice. So if this is Ridley, this is fine. Like, it sucks because you have to come back, but this is like Ridley here is way better than Ridley in East Meridia. Tony not saving. Tony
He saved before ice,
okay, yeah. If he
and it was
said
a reserve,
that's fine.
which, like you're saying, you maybe want, but he's decided that this is what his lot in life is. It's, I mean, it's 25% that you're getting Ridley, right? So you are favored to be able to do this.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
Dragon.
there's
Having
Dragon.
Dragon, that's so massive. And he has microwave, so the fight's free too.
So yeah, now we're as much, it wasn't. It was kind of divergence and also kind of wasn't early on. Now we have like true divergence. Like they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, now
Well,
they're on
actually,
completely different paths.
depending on other portals, I want to say, because Derp could end up, doing hot side to cool side and end up in a similar place. It really kind of depends.
Yeah, if
But
Dirk can manage to do Meridia front to front, then that'll be really nice for him because he'll be able to do. If he manages to like do the bottom portals of Upper Warfare and then go out Croc Escape or something, or find speed here and then go to Business Center via Frog Speedway, or even Wave, then he'll be in a really nice. Then he'll be a really nice spot because like I said, he can do Meridia front to front, and then he'll have a bunch of options after that. And yeah, plasma location is also possible with bomb stick smelling. That is a thing we could do.
got plasma to kill him and bombs to get out.
Yeah, and for Derp, high jump at the spring, but not for Tony.
So yeah, so far 2 for 2 on E-tanks for Derp. His super count is getting higher. It's weird to me that he has less than Tony, unless like I don't know, like both of the Aqueduct supers were or items were
I think
supers,
both
which is possible.
Yeah, I think they were both supers. I would check that miner as Tony, because number one, you have X-ray, so it's really quick. Number two, you really want to get to 30 supers here because of, again, the potential Ridley at East Meridia, which is even more likely now that we've seen one